Hello everyone, welcome back to Garden Fever. I'm Corey Lefevre, your host, coming to you direct from northern Utah to your computer screen, tablet, or phone. I want to welcome you back. Thanks for joining us today. Today I got a pretty good episode for you today. I'm going to teach you some more information. Maybe common knowledge to some people, but for a lot of people I'm hearing may not know this, so once again I'm making a quick video to help educate you. What is that, you might say? That's what's the difference between indeterminate plants and determinate plants. So without further ado, let's get going to the subject. Before you do, will you please hit that like button, subscribe, like, bell, comment, and all that stuff. Helps with the algorithm and would help my channel out. I appreciate it. Thank you. With that, let's get right into it. So determinate plants grow to a certain size and then they stop growing and producing fruit. They kind of do it all at once. It's just one big push of fruits, and then once they do that, they're pretty much done for the season. And they'll only grow so much and produce so many fruits. They're oftentimes favored over harvesting all at once or a lot of stuff all at once. Where indeterminate plants keep growing and setting new flowers and fruits throughout the season, you can prune them and perpetuate growth, and you can achieve lots of fruits indeterminately throughout the year. It's relatively based on the growing season itself on how much you can produce spread out through the year. They are often preferred for continuous production and can be pruned to direct growth, like I said. One of the good examples of an indeterminate plants are tomatoes. Some of them are determinate, but some of them are indeterminate. I see a lot of people out there trying to grow their determinate plants to be as big as possible and produce as much fruit as possible, and I don't think people quite understand that if you have a determinate fruit or vegetable, once they've bloomed and they've produced their fruit, that's pretty much done for the rest of the season. Where indeterminate plants, you may get a burst of fruit and then harvest that, and then a couple weeks later get another burst of fruit, harvest that, a couple later, and so forth, limited only by the growth of the season. So indeterminate and determinate. It's kind of hard sometimes to know for sure if you've got an indeterminate plant or a determinate plant in general, because some tomatoes are indeterminate and then some are determinate. So which ones aren't? The only way you're going to find that out is in your local nursery or in the heirloom packages or the packages. If you read the back, it will state whether it's a determinate or an indeterminate plant. So it can vary. You can have some within the same species be determinate or indeterminate. So you got to seek that information out yourself. So a good example of tomatoes. Tomatoes, there's quite a few that are indeterminate. I'll put a few right here off to the side for you. Cucumbers can be indeterminate. Like some types of squash, like winter squash, those can be indeterminate. Pole beans can be indeterminate, just to give you a few examples. And within the same families, you can find determinate plants, which I will give you a list right here. As you can see, some species within the same family can be the opposite, either determinate or indeterminate. So you've got to seek that information out. So with that, I want to thank you for tuning in today. Hopefully that information will help you out a little bit. Just little bits of information, but that can go a long way for people in their gardens. Hopefully that will help you out a little bit. With that, I'd like to thank you for joining us today. Let's make this world a paradise one yard at a time. Keep on gardening, everyone. I'm Corey Lefevre. We'll talk to you soon.